You wore your love like paper light. It folded wrong, it burned too bright. You smile like something heaven made, but fell apart with every fade. You kiss like a wind that came and went, with meanings lost and letters bent. I held the edge where you began, but couldn't trace where you would end. And I believed in every line, your touch so thin, your heart divine. But angels made of paper glow will turn to ash before they know you were my paper halo. Too soft to fall, too quick to go. You circled me in threads of white, then left me sleeping through the light. Now every whisper in the breeze feels like the part of you that flees. You were my paper halo, still falling where the lost ones go. You floated through my quiet room, a ghost in lace, a gentle bloom. But every time I reach too far, you tore apart like fragile stars. I tried to hold your sacred glow, but love like yours is built to glow. And now I fold what's left of grace into the shape of your embrace. You were my paper halo, a dream that time refused to slow. You lifted me above the dark, then faded like a vanished spark. Now every night I drift below, I see your shadow start to show. You were my paper halo, still bending where the fire won't grow. Sunlight was never meant to stay, it folds and curls and flies away. But even ash has glow inside, a touch that time. You were my paper halo, too bright for fate to ever know. You wrapped around my heart so thin, then broke before the end could win. And now I walk in silent flame, still whisper in your sacred name. You were my paper halo, still drifting where I can't let go. Paper halo. sky began to bend, a shape too far for me to send. The world below, the stars above, and in between a fractured love. You look through me like mirrored glass, reflected futures couldn't last. I reached, but all I held was light that disappeared beyond my sight. And every dawn pulled you away, as if you lived beyond the day. I waited by the morning line, still hoping you would cross to mine. You were my glass horizon, a love too wide to fly in. You shimmered where the sun would rise and broke beneath the truth and lies. Now every step I try to take just walks the line your shadow makes. You were my horizon, too clear to see, too far to climb in. We spoke in colors time can't name, in silent echoes none could frame. And though I knew you'd never stay, you stained my sky in softest gray. I saw the end inside your gaze, a border made of golden haze, but still I ran caught your signal in the air, but static tangled every prayer. Your voice would flicker through the mist, like secrets lost in radio hits. You try to reach, I try to stay, but distance stole your words away. And every line that didn't land still burn like sparks inside my hand. You live where I could never track, a ghost inside the feedback crack. You were my blue static, a touch that always came erratic. You hummed inside a midnight song, then vanished when I sang along. Now every noise inside the rain feels like your voice low with refrain. You were my blue static, too lost to hold, too real to panic. I played our song on empty dial, but only silence wore your style. You faded slow through neon air, a dream that lived in disrepair. You weren't a lie, you weren't a truth. You glitched between what love uncouth. And though the world kept spinning clear, you buzzed inside my only ear. You were my blue static, a rhythm soft and cinematic. You danced in sound I couldn't chase, then left a hum in empty space. Now every wave that hits my chest still hums your name without request. You were my blue static, still breaking through the noise dramatic. Some loves don't live in voice or form, they bloom in static's quiet storm. And though your presence fades like snow, the hum remains in every glow. You were my blue static, a pulse that kept a voice that mattered. You never stayed but never died, still whispering on every side. Now every night I attune to find the ghost you left inside my mind. You were my blue static, still calling out through time erratic. Ooh, static, still dancing in the sound of tragic. Ooh, static. The walls still hum with where you spoke, a lavender trail through velvet air, like silence braided into prayer. You move like dusk in whispered blue, a light too soft to hold as true. I watched you blur through misted glass, a love that lingered couldn't last. And though I never saw you go, the space you left begins to glow. You carved your shape in gentle sound, still echoing without a ground. You were my lavender echo, a sound that time could never let go. You faded slow behind the song, but stayed in notes that feel so wrong. Now every breath beneath the moon still plays the trace of your lost tune. You were my lavender echo, still calling from the heart shadow. You left no words, you left no light, just fragrance trapped in drifting night. I reached but found the world too still. You lived in pulses I can't feel. I try to tune you into view, but echoes only speak of you. And in the hush before I wake, I hear the vow we couldn't make. You were my lavender echo, a truth too soft for skin to know. You danced in sound that bent like flame, then vanished with no one to blame. Now every song without a name feels like your voice inside the frame. You were my lavender echo, still drifting where I used to go. Some loves don't break, they blur and blend, becoming echoes that won't end. And though your face has left the light, your tone still sings in every night. You were my lavender echo, the soul of every silent show. You rang through all I couldn't keep, then settled in my soundless sleep. Now every silence speaks in hue of lavender that once was you. You were my lavender echo, doesn't rush. Your hands were light, your breath was slow. I didn't see the undertow. We built our love on quiet tides, a gentle pull we couldn't hide. But whispers can't withstand the weight of hearts too scared to hesitate. Every time you turned away, you took a piece I couldn't stay. You didn't fall, you didn't run, you just unraveled with the sun. You were my soft collapse, a fate that kissed me in relapse. You didn't break, you just withdrew and left me aching in the blue. Now every time I close my eyes, I feel your ghost in slow goodbyes. You were my soft collapse, still folding through the love, perhaps. You smile like someone made of light, but live behind the fading night. I reached the distance, wore your skin, and sorrow leaked from deep within. And though you never said goodbye, I saw it written in your sight, a fall that no one really sees, just drifts like smoke through dying trees. You were my soft collapse, a fall so slow I missed the gaps. You never screamed, you never stayed, just turned to echoes and decayed. Now every silence that I hear still speaks your name when you're not near. You were my soft collapse, still breaking me in silent traps. Some endings don't arrive with sound, they crumble when we're not around. And when I try to touch your past, I only find what couldn't last. You were my soft collapse, the reason time forgot to lapse. I held you close, but you were missed, that vanished every time I kissed. Now every night I fall again to chase the love that might have been. You were my soft collapse, still echoing in every lapse. Soft collapse, still holding where we came to pass. You tied your love in rosewire threads, delicate truths with thorn-laced ends. I held you close but not too tight, afraid you'd cut and fade from sight. You spoke in lines both soft and sharp, a melody that bruised the heart. You wrapped your hands around my name, but left it burning all the same. And every vow you dared to give was dressed in silk but hard to live. You sang of love like distant fire, but left me bleeding rosewire. You were my rosewire, a bloom of grace wrapped around the pyre. You glowed like dusk on glassy stone, then left me cut, but not alone. Now every breath I take at night still sings your name in shaded light. You were my rosewire, a truth too soft, a pain untied. You kiss like velvet edged in steel, too tender not to make me feel. You stayed just long enough to break, then vanished in the thorns you make. And though you wept behind your eyes, your silence felt like scripted lies. You tangled us in threads too thin, then watched me bleed from deep within. You were my rosewire, a touch that danced with love and fire. You taught me how to bend, not brace, then left me in a shattered place. Now every silence that I hear still echoes what I held so near. You were my rosewire, too sweet to hold, too sharp to tire. Some loves don't break, they twist and bind. They leave their bloom but steal the mind. And even now through all the ache, you're still the cut I wouldn't shake. You were my rosewire, the love that burned without a liar. You wrapped around my every flaw, then disappeared in final draw. Now every pulse beneath my skin still marks the place where you begin. You were my rosewire, still tangled deep in old desire. Rosewire, still blooming where I won't retire. I watched you bloom in broken tape, a flower lost in time escape. Your smile played on screen delay, then vanished like it came to stay. We loved in frames that looped and blurred, a picture faint, a stuttering word. You held me once, then flickered out. A bloom caught mid-forget-me-not, and though I pressed rewind again, the petals crumbled in the end. You danced like dreams too soft to hold on, reels that warped before they told. You were my static petals, a bloom inside electric metals. You faded through a love replay, then disappeared in gamma gray. Now every screen it plays I've seen still hums a shade of what has been. You were my static petals, too fragile for the signal's levels. You spoke in tones that glitched the air, a voice too soft to wear despair. I tried to pause, I tried to frame, but time erased your coded name. And even in my quiet room, you haunt the glow of pixel bloom. I see you bloom, I see you break, but never stay for time to take. You were my static petals, a loop that stung in sound and settles. You brushed my cheek in silent waves, then left me filming empty graves. Now every love that tries to stay still skips and cuts in retroplay. You were my static petals, still caught between the soft and rebels. Some flowers bloom inside the screen, but vanish where the truth has been. And even now in every skin, I feel the ghost you didn't grin. You were my static petals, a bloom of light and fading kettles. You dance inside my faded reel, then vanished in the things I feel. Now every night I try to dream, your flicker floats inside the stream. You were my static petals, still blooming where the tape unsettles. Static petals, still blooming where no hand can meddle. The silence held where lyrics stopped, a place where love had softly dropped. You live beyond the song we wrote, inside the lines we never spoke. Your voice once danced inside the rhyme, but faded past the edge of time. I traced you in the melody, but found a space where you should be. You weren't the end, you weren't the start. You lived in every broken part, between the notes, beyond the sound, where only ghosted love is found. You were my afterverse, a song beyond the universe. You lingered when the two passing curse. You whispered through the space between the bridge undone, the silent scene. I sang, but it was out of key, still hoping you'd come back to me. And though the record reached its close, your echo still beneath it grows. You weren't a verse, you weren't a name, but something deeper none could tame. You were my afterverse, a truth too deep for love rehearsed. You floated past the final bar and lit the dark from very far. Now every note I try to write still bends beneath your ancient light. You were my afterverse, still echoing what we rehearsed. Some songs don't end, they just dissolve in sounds that time cannot resolve. And in that hush I feel you rise, the note I lost but recognize. You were my afterverse, beyond regret, beyond disperse. You glowed beneath the chords I bled, still singing all we left unsaid. Now even silence hums your name in tunes that never sound the same. You were my afterverse, still calling through the universe. Afterverse, where we remain in wordless verse. I wrote you down in fading ink, on paper soft as thoughts that sink. The letters blurred, the meaning stayed, but time rewrote what we once made. Your name was carved in every night, in breath and dreams and satellite. But whispers don't survive the flame, they fall to dust with no one's blame. And every silence holds your trace, a ghost within my breathing space. I speak but only air replies. You live in dust beneath my cries. You are the dust of your name, still hanging in my voice like shame. You drift through lines I try to write, but fade before they feel just right. Now every room I try to leave still echoes you in walls that grieve. You are the dust of your name, still swirling in this quiet flame. I see your shadow in the are the dust of your name, a haunting I cannot refrain. You linger where the song won't play, of how the time is swept away. Now every soundless breath I take feels like the noise that hearts can't fake. You are the dust of your name, still clinging to my soul's old frame. Some names dissolve but never leave, they bloom and lost, we still believe. And in the hush of love's decay, they whisper what we cannot say. You are the dust of your name, still rising from our final flame. You hum inside the quiet ache of every dawn I couldn't fake. Now even sleep feels less like peace, since you became what won't release. You are the dust of your name, still falling soft yet just the same. Dust of your name, still floating where the heart won't You came with wind and burning leaves, a rustling soul that never grieves. But in the static of the fall, your name would rise, then barely call. We kissed beneath the amber trees. You spoke in tones that brushed the breeze, but every word you failed to say still echoes in the autumn gray. And though you smile like falling sun, you vanished when the night begun. The colors stayed, but you were gone, a ghost that sang in breaking dawn. You were my September static, a love so brief, so cinematic. You flickered through the golden chill, then left me standing aching still. Now every leaf that finds the ground reminds me where I lost your sound. You were my September static, too fleeting for a life dramatic. Your laughter lived in radio. It played through dusk like distant snow. But when I tuned the dial to stay, you slipped between the sound decay. And now I chase the tone you held, a frequency the wind compelled. It dances past, it haunts the sky, but fades when I begin to cry. You were my September static, a fleeting truth, a love thematic. You shimmered in a fire brush shade, then disappeared like dreams fading where the skies go tragic. September steady, still playing in my heart's old attic. You smiled like scenes from silent film, a black and white inside the dim. We danced in frames too soft to hold, but burn like reels in stories told. You move like light across the screen, too pure to touch, too far between. Your voice was music lost in dust, a song that vanished with its trust, and every word you left unsaid still haunts the credits in my head. You faded slow through silver flame, a love too wide to give a name. You were my cinema ashes, a dream that burned in golden flashes. You flickered once, then slipped from view, but every frame still plays of you. Now every silence that I see feels like the space you used to be. You were my cinema ashes, still glowing through the film that crashes. You breathed in monologue in haze, a voice the light could not erase. But even stars behind the lens will dim before the final bends. And though you vanished with the score, the echo plays forevermore. The reel keeps turning in my chest, still searching for your last bequest. You were my cinema ashes, a soul that vanished in the dashes. find a timeless hue. Now every song I try to play still echoes in your shadowed way. You were my sin, my ashes, still flickering where memory clashes. Still glowing in the past that passes. You stood in light that wouldn't stay, a twilight hue that slipped away. I reached but touched a shade too thin, a warmth the dark kept folding in. We live between the dusk and day, in gold and blue we'd softly sway. But love can fade like a whispered light, too gentle for the coming night. And every time the shadows grew, I felt the sky was losing you, a glow that loved but wouldn't stay, still lingering and fading gray. You were my halflight fade, a love too soft to ever trade. You lived in light that barely shone and vanished once I stood alone. Now every dust that dims the air still holds the shape of you somewhere. You were my half-light fade, too beautiful, too fast decay. You spoke in notes the stars could hear, but left before the sky was clear. You smiled like endings drenched in gold, then turned to air I couldn't hold. I chased you through the amber shade, but time had other plans we made, a frame where you no longer stood, just a light that we misunderstood. You were my half-light fade, a pulse that shadows never betray. You kissed like dawn that couldn't wait, then disappeared in silent fade. Now every beam that meets my skin reminds me where we could have been. You slipped through time like fragile flame, then left me only with your name. Now every dusk and every hue still sings a color shaped like you. You were my halflight fade, still glowing where the lost hearts wait. Halflight fade, still shining through the dark you made. You lived between the waves that caught a signal made of tangled thought. I tuned for truth but found delay. You faded into yesterday. You whispered through the speaker haze in fragments wrapped in neon glaze. Your voice was distant, velvet frayed, too soft for promises we made. And when I reached across the sound, your name was nowhere to be found. You lived in frequencies apart, still humming through my broken heart. You were my hollow frequency, a love I heard but couldn't see. You sang in tones the night could keep, then vanished in the radio deep. Now every silence in the sky still hums the way you said goodbye. You were my hollow frequency, still calling in the static sea. I chased you down the distant band, but lost you in a shifting sand. You were a voice that time released, a song that ended with no peace. And every dream that dared to start would fade before it touched the heart. You echoed where the pulse had gone, a broadcast love already done. You were my hollow frequency, a sound that shaped my symmetry. You played in waves I couldn't hold, then slipped beneath the quiet cold. Now every night I try to sleep, I drift into your rhythms deep. You were my hollow frequency, still haunting in the melody. Some signals never reach their end. They loop, they blur, they don't pretend. And in the static sacred hum, I hear the love I can't outrun. You were my hollow frequency, still lost inside the song of me. You lit the night with distant flame, then left before I learned your name. Now even silence bends to you, a tune I know but can't break through. You were my hollow frequency, still playing in eternity. Hollow frequency, still calling. where you used to be. You lit the room with just a breath, a fragile light that feared the death. But even flickers small and brief can burn a world beneath belief. We danced inside a quiet flame. You spoke in sparks without a name. Your shadow moved along the wall, but never stayed, just touched it all. And though your glow was never loud, it warmed me deeper than the crowd. I held you close, too close to keep. Now flickers haunt me in my sleep. You were my candle pulse, a love too soft for loud results. You faded slow but stayed inside the rhythm I could never hide. Now every silence in the room still holds your breath, your fading bloom. You were my candle pulse, still burning where I feel repose. You lived in light too small to see, but still you branded part of me. Each moment glowed, then turned to blank, a flame too fine to bring you back. And when the night began to drown, you melted far without a sound. But in the wax, your shape remains a silhouette of quiet pains. You were my candle pulse, a beat that firelight wouldn't hush. You flickered near, then danced away, but marked me in your final sway. Now every dust that finds my skin still feels the flame you burned within. You were my candle pulse, still glowing in the passing pulse. Some flames don't die, they just reduce to warmth that never finds a use. And even now, when light is thin, I see your trace in everything. You were my candle pulse, a heart too faint to fight, convulse. You burned then vanished soft and fast, but left your glow too deep to pass. Now every time I light the dark, I feel your memory in the spark. You were my candle pulse, still flickering where I can't repose. Candle pulse, still beating in the quiet pulse. You left like stars behind the eyes. A violet trace the dawn denies. But even silence holds your breath in scattered light and velvet death. I found you in the soft debris of memories you gave to me. Not whole, not sharp, not clear or pure, just pieces I could never cure. You broken beauty, not in fear, and scattered dreams I held too near. You weren't a storm, you were the breeze that whispered love through broken seas. You were my violet debris, a bloom that shattered silently. You drifted through my quiet mind in colors I could never find. Now every breath is stained in hue of fragments left behind by you. You were my violet debris, still tangled in what's left of me. You moved in ways the heart forgets, but left behind your silhouettes. I chase you through the dreams I keep, but find you buried in the deep. You lived in places words don't touch, a shade too vast to ever clutch. But still I see you in the glass, where time refuses you to pass. You were my violet debris, a twilight echo lost at sea. You shattered soft like midnight glass and turned to truth too hard to grasp. Now every room you once made warm still sways beneath your scattered form. You were my violet debris, still shimmering where love won't be. Some hearts don't break, they just disperse into the air, a glowing curse. And in the hush of faded ties, I see your glow, I hear your sighs. You were my violet debris.